Hey, yo, what's decent, guys? I have something quite interesting that I want to show you guys right away. This is a black and white 2 OU triples match. Now, usually when I play black and white in general, I indulge myself within the singles and or the doubles criteria of competitive play. So triples is kind of a new endeavor for me to partake in, but nevertheless, I've yet to lose a triples match, which is quite interesting because I guess it's like my weakest area of gameplay in my opinion because I don't have enough experience in it. But enough about that. I'm going to lead off with my Scraggy, Jellison, as well as Licky Licky on the side over there if you guys can't see it. And I'm just going to withdraw my Jellison right away because this guy potentially has 2 taunches, not 1 but 2, hence being Weavile, as well as Whimsicott. Gengar can actually also get taunt as well, but it's less common for Gengar to actually use taunt as opposed to the other 2 Pokemon that he has opposing against me. So he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb, potentially on my Licky Licky as I switch out into Bronzong. You guys saw that earlier on. He's going to Charm on my Scrafty. Scrafty is usually there to fake out a potential threat, which I would think that would inflict a taunt onto my Trick Rumor, and I'm supposed to proceed to double explode here. But I can't manipulate my team to operate in that fashion this time around because I did in fact lead out with my Jellison as opposed to having Jellison in the back row and then substituting Scrafty for Jellison so that the normal gem activated explosion damage outputs won't affect the Jellison because it's part ghost, but in fact I have to feel compelled to keeping my Scrafty not only to take the normal gem explosion, which is a true bummer because that's going to afford the explosion to have 3 targets as opposed to 2, which means that it will fail to take out both Scrafty, which is a good thing, but at the same time fail to take out Whimsicott. But at the same time I'm able to inflict the crunch onto the Gengar. Gengar makes a strong, smart play by going for the Trick Room because I go for the Trick Room myself. And let's say hypothetically speaking that you're in a scenario in which in fact a Pokemon has used Trick Room and the dimensions are distorted. Whenever a Pokemon uses Trick Room, when the dimensions are distorted, it reverts back to its original state. So that means that faster Pokemon would continue to go first. And that's in this case scenario what happened. He just kind of blocked, in short terminology, my Trick Room from taking effect by going for his Trick Room first. He brings in Volcarona. Volcarona is not going to hit my Bronzong. Not that it even really matters because I am heat proof as opposed to having Earthquake because more people are inclined to inflict fire damage onto the Bronzong as opposed to doing Earthquake on Bronzong because everybody runs Levitate. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to go for yet another normal gem explosion, taking out both Whimsicott finally as well as his Volcarona. And then this time around I'm just going to go for the Trick Room, him predicting me to actually go for the Gyro Ball or the Psychic or anything that will potentially finish off the Gengar. He decided to inflict some damage onto me. I went for the Trick Room again because I did in fact want to continue my rampage of going for all kinds of explosions, and this is my last 3 Pokemon right here. And those 3 Pokemon respectively are Bronzong, Snorlax, and the Jellison. Now Jellison is at full hit points, so I can go for the Water Gem, Water Spout, and destroy everything I'm looking at right now. Trick Room is up, so he knows that I'm going first. I'm not going to take any damage respectively. He's going to go for the Fake Out, preventing my Snorlax from activating his normal gem using the self-destruct. I'm just going to finish off the Gengar with my Gyro Ball here because that's the only thing not affected by my explosions. And then I'm just going to go for the Water Gem, Water Spout just to see how much it does to both threats. Water Gem, full HP, Quiet Nature is doing a whole bunch, and I'm actually surprised at Min Xiao's lift. He's going to retaliate back with the Outrage, which picks a random target if you're playing doubles and or triples matches, and it's going to do quite a bit to my Snorlax. Not that it really matters in my case scenario because I do have the Trick Room up, so I thought. And he goes for the Wide Guard, which prevents all his Pokemon from taking damage from attacks that deal damage outputs to more than 1 Pokemon at a time. So that means my self-destruct is not doing anything, my explosion is not doing anything. Just sacrifice 2 Pokemon for no reason. And then at the same time I went for the Water Spout, also thinking I can finish off both Garchomp and Min Xiao in one fell swoop. That is not happening. Garchomp retaliates back with the Outrage, and I find myself at a 1-2 disadvantage all of a sudden, and that shouldn't have even taken place. So what I decided to do is I noticed that Min Xiao is Life Orb. I'm just going to target the Garchomp, finishing that off because I doubt that Water Spout is going to have enough damage output to finish off the Garchomp. He would have claimed good game if he went for Outrage right then and there. Me hoping that he doesn't have something like Stone Edge to finish me off. He doesn't. He goes for the U-turn. That finishes him off via the Life Orb recoil, and that is a crazy triples match, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely had a lot of fun. On my channel I do something at the end of my videos where I say, peace, what you doing? doing? Which is like my catchphrase or something like that. So you kind of get used to me if you kind of watch me already for doing that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like my content, feel free to give me a drop. You know, I'm not asking you or forcing you. Nobody's really forcing you to like sub to me or anything like that. You know, you are entitled to your own choices. But if you like, just feel free to say hi to me. You know, I'm a friendly person. Talk to me. So peace. What you doing?